Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it was like around 2016, Oregon decided to decriminalize drugs. This is just so they didn't have to put their own people in jail, mass incarcerate their own people because they're the main ones on fentanyl in the state of Oregon. Well, it has gotten so out of control. That's just like telling uh, drug addict, you're going to take them to a store and they can have all the illegal drugs they want while they're in there. And now you want to know why it's so out of control that it's an emergency now. I think the state pretty much shot themselves in their own foot. All right, so let's get into this one. So, a major West Coast city is in a state of emergency over fentanyl, figuring out how to fight the demons is its own challenge. Yeah, and I saw a couple of video clips. Oh man, them people are just all drugged out all over the place there. It's pretty bad. Okay, so it's one of West Coast's biggest cities. Police officer Donnie Matthews spotted something out of the corner of his eye. It was a glint glaring off a piece of aluminum foil in the hand of someone on the sidewalk. He knew the man had to cook something when he saw the foil in his hand. And he knew the substance in the small makeshift pan was fentanyl, a synthetic opioid. And they said this has torn through the city of Portland, Oregon, and countless other American communities in recent years. A stunning trail of debilitating drug addiction and death. Now, they said the overdoses are going through the roof across America, but Oregon is exceptionally bad. So, the person that had the foil in their hand, they were smoking right in front of the police officer. So they said, if they catch them out in the open smoking any type of illegal drugs, it is a $100 citation. That's all they get. $100 citation. But that wasn't all. Matthews also handed him a card printed with a phone number that could help erase both his new fine and the longer term. So they're getting help for their substance abuse. That's all. You know, but during the crack epidemic, they threw everybody in jail. I don't think anybody got a card for substance abuse. No cop was trying to help anybody. So it's a card with a hotline, and they can get the citation paid for, the officer explained, but only if they agree with the trained substance abuse counselor on the line to a medical screening that could serve as a critical gateway to addiction treatment. So, as long as they agree to be treated, their citation for $100 can be wiped out. Hmm. It's just interesting the perks y'all have come up for each other. Very interesting. The strategy is in place as the city's mayor, its county chairperson, and the governor, all Democrats, in late January declared a 90-day state of emergency to address the public health and safety crisis driven by fentanyl in Portland, Central City. State lawmakers, meanwhile, overwhelmingly approved a bill this week to reverse a 2020 measure to decriminalize possession of hard substances. Okay, so it was 2020. I think I said 2016. It was 2020 when they did that. And see, all they were doing is keeping their people out of prison. That's all. That's why they put that measure in place. So, oh, so now y'all want to reverse. that after you decided to decriminalize it and then it spiraled out of control up there in Portland. What did y'all expect to happen? I mean, many of us saw that coming a mile away. So, anyway, yeah, and whoever put that together was not thinking altogether for real. All right, so the decriminalized substances were hard substances, including fentanyl, which now awaits approval by the state's governor. Our country and our state has never seen a drug this deadly and addictive, and all are grappling with how to respond. Okay, so this is the governor, Tina Kotek, said in a news release late January announcing Portland's fentanyl emergency declaration, vowing unprecedented corroboration with focused resources ahead of a roadmap for next steps. Off the bat, drug dealer arrests have increased. The fire department has launched an overdose rapid response team, and outreach workers have begun saturating hotspots to help connect people with treatment, recovery, and housing services. The city's community safety division director, Mike Myers, said Thursday at a news conference. Also expected under the emergency declaration are public health campaigns and a further effort by officials to pool the use data to identify and respond to acute needs and gaps in service, then figure out how to fill them quickly and long after the 3-month emergency period expires. So y'all okay, so y'all did this before. The formidable undertaking reflects the particular challenges of combating fentanyl, which is up to 100 times more potent than morphine and very cheap to make and mix with other illicit substances. Wow. I think Oregon made a serious mistake by decriminalizing serious narcotics, and now you're paying the price for that. I don't know what political leader came up with this idea. Y'all should run that person out of town. It don't make any sense, especially when you see it's going up in the country every single year. They said it was exceptionally bad during the lockdown. And they haven't missed a beat because they said the overdose deaths for fentanyl rose fourfold over the past 5 years through 2021. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention reported. So, early research published by JMA, they're suggesting no link between Measure 110 and Oregon's increase in fatal overdoses. Yeah, y'all keep dreaming. Yes, there is. When you decriminalize it, then what did any drug addicts, what did they have to lose out there if they got drugs and stayed high? They knew they weren't going to be in trouble. You look at what has happened, open fentanyl, open drugs on the street, said Republican Rep. Jeff Helfrich, said decrying Measure 110 as an unmitigated disaster. And he's right. That's what caused it. Now they're trying to deny that um, measure did not cause this problem. Actually, you did. You already had a major problem before, but you made it more out of control when you put that measure in place. If somebody got a drug addiction, they're going to seize that as an opportunity. Well, I can do all the drugs I want out in the open and I won't get in trouble. That's what that measure told these folks. And that's why now y'all see it is a big problem. And it is. There are some streets in the city where they're just piled up together and you can see everybody in the crowd is high. It's really that bad up there in Portland. But like I said, y'all created this monster. Now you got to figure out what to do to get yourselves out of it if you ever can. You may not ever be able to get yourself out of it. So, y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.